The reason we call them black is because of the body tone. So black opal or dark opal will vary from grey to black. So some of them have got the grey body tone like these ones here on this row. If they are black like this or darker, they tend to be more of this dark blue green peacock colour. Most black opal will vary from grey to about here. Okay. Almost impossible to find black N1, N2, so very rare. The grey ones, as I mentioned, the lighter body tone, they're going to be a little bit lighter in the hues, as you can see.
Yeah.
So that's why we call them black. It's because of the body tone, not because of the colours you see on the front. Okay. So this is New South Wales dark and black opal, absolute rarest lightning ridge. Closely followed by these ones here. These are from Queensland, so they're found up central Queensland. It's Boulder opal. It's where the opal forms in the concentric layers of the ironstone, so in the veins of the rock is where it's formed. So part of the characteristic of this one is the actual ironstone itself. It's embedded in the rock, so you can still see some of that rock in there. Now with this one, like I said, the darker it is, the more valuable because it's rarer. What we're looking for in here is the colour. If it has more opal colour, less ironstone, it's going to be more valuable than the other way around. Okay. So when we're looking,
Say that again.
so if it has more opal colour on the face and less ironstone, it's going to be more valuable than the other way around.
So would it be like that one's more valuable than that one, or not?
Well, it depends, yes. I mean,
okay.
but that's like, it's very rare to find 100% colour on the face. Normally you can still see some of the rock, some of the ironstone, okay? So if we've cut a piece that's got full colour, you know it's pretty special.
Yeah. And out of my price range.
What we're looking for in opal is colour. The better the colour, the more precious, the more valuable the stone will be, which means that a small opal can be more valuable than a larger one.
And aren't red on black more
Yeah, so
more?
Anything that's got a fire, so fire colours, red, orange, yellow, the price does typically jump. Fire is rarer. Blue green is a little bit more commonly found. So if you see an opal that's got a fire, you know it's a good piece of opal. In saying that, some people do prefer the blue-green peacock colours. Other people want a bit of fire. So it sort of does narrow down to two. If you like the fire, you'll typically find it in the multicolour stones, so you can see which ones have the fire. But some people love these blue-green peacock colours. So
And you have nuggets here?
we do have some rough opals. We don't have gold nuggets, but we do have lots of rough bit of opal in the barrels, both from Lightning Ridge and from Queensland. So
And tell them what in the rough means.
Non-polished, like in natural.
Not cut, not
cut. No, completely. Yeah, we do have some that are rubbed, which are semi, like you can see that's got a bit of colour or potential, but it's fully polished. So you've got the next one along, which is the white opal. This is more commonly found across the opal fields. So we produce 95% of the world's opal here in Oz. The 5% that is found elsewhere is usually a white opal.
That's all I've ever seen in the United States.
That's what most people are familiar with. It depends on which country you find it in. Sometimes they can be less or more, like, you know, the variety that we've got here. So if it's got good colour, it will still be quite valuable, quite precious. Even though it's more commonly found, it can still be quite valuable. So they're your three solid opals. You've got your black or your dark from Lightning Ridge, Queensland Boulder, or Kubikui, South Australia light opal. And then you've got the options of the layered ones, and like I said, this is where we manually cut the opal. It's typically crystal opal that's used from South Australia to assemble these. It's not the correct term, it's the term adopted by the industry. It's not formed as a crystal the same way as a crystal is, but a crystal opal is an opal that has the translucency. So if you hold them up to the light, they're see-through. So they tend to lend themselves for cutting and layering because they've got colour all the way through. So that's what we use to assemble the doublets and triplets. With the doublets, we use ironstone, the ironstone material. So we're using this off-cut material on the back as a host. And then we're placing a full slice of opal on the top. So it's a layer, it's like a veneer on top. And that's the double layer. So typically you will find that doublets are a little flat, a little more free-form in shape or asymmetrical sometimes. Triplets, very similar, same opal. We typically use the darker potch, so this part of the material on the back on the triplets, The layer of opal is really fine. It's like a sheet of glass. If you imagine like a stained glass window, amazing colour, but because it is quite fine, we use a quartz on the top.
So a triplet, then one of the layers is the dark layer.
Correct.
Okay.